Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Saturday Morning Makes. And thank you so much for visiting my channel. I have a few things that I want to show you that I've been working on. We'll go ahead and start with, kind of do mine a little different. Otherwise, my brain just works different. So I set stuff up a little different. So the first thing I wanted to show you that I really enjoyed and thought was different and unique. I saw a few videos like this in the past, and I've been collecting napkins. This is from the Dollar Tree. Any napkins, any kind of napkins you see. And I've done collaging with napkins before, where you tear off some of the napkin and do your collage piecing on stuff. And I just love that look. But I had never tried to do it like a full panel for a card. So I finally gave it a try, and there's a couple tips to kind of make it work correctly. First of all, your napkins are either 2 or 3 ply. You definitely want to kind of tear your plies apart, okay, and just get that very first super thin little layer there with your image on it. Secondly, you always want to apply it to a piece of white cardstock. This is on a piece of white cardstock, which I matted with other pieces, of course, but that white's going to bring up that image, and make it really pop for you. Secondly, you don't want to use liquid glue. I don't know about collage medium either. Maybe. I'm not really sure, honestly, but I know that the thing that worked best is a glue stick. So that you take your glue stick and you just kind of smear it all over your white cardstock, and then when you lay your napkin down, you kind of want to just lay that center piece down and kind of smooth out your napkin like so, That way you have as few wrinkles as possible. That way you can kind of get that nice flat panel. Now, I do have some wrinkles. I've got a few here and there. I think you can kind of see some little wrinkling here and there, which you're going to kind of get with a napkin. It's hard to get that perfect, but I think it's just fine. I think it's super pretty still. It's a beautiful little image. And talk about an inexpensive thing that you can get to make your cards with. It's just napkin. This is like $1 something at the Dollar Tree, and I find all kind of beautiful napkins. And then from there, what I did is I added some stickles. This is I can't read here. Okay, this is the diamond. Sorry, I had to bring it out of the camera there to hold it closer to read it. This is the diamond stickles, and I just kind of put a little bit on the trees, a little bit on their little face and their little body there. I don't know if you can see that very well. Maybe, I don't know if the light's hitting it right, but and then for the cheeks, I actually came in with the cotton candy stickles. Oops, where'd you go? This guy. So I kind of put a little plop on each of their cheeks there. And I just thought, my gosh, how fun. Now I'm on the hunt for all kind of napkins, which I've done before already because of the collaging I've done, but now I kind of have a different thought in mind. So I'll show you another one I got at the Dollar Tree as well, and that's this guy. I haven't made anything with him yet, but he's next. So isn't that fun, you guys? It's just napkins. How cool is that? So I'm going to do that one next. So anyway, that's this card, and this is the inside. Now these are little die cut words. I don't have the packaging for these. I got them a long time ago from Simon Says Stamps. So that's this card here with your little napkin snowman. So that's that guy. My next project I want to show you, I have to thank Miss Anna White for her more recent little videos. She's been on a jag with using like the little postage stamp type stamping where she'll do an image and there's like little postal elements, which I used to do a long time ago. Like, I mean, I started this like 25 years ago, and I had a whole bunch of those kind of stamps, and I used to do that type of stamping and kind of fell out of doing that for a while, but watching her videos. So if you go to YouTube, Anna White, Sweet Miss Daisy, I think it's the name, and you will, first of all, everything she does is amazing. Secondly, she just great tutorials, and she's got like a whole bunch of little series of cards that she's doing right now that have your little postal marks. I've given a lot of stuff away over the years, so I thought, well, gosh, why the heck did I do that? You know, that's a lesson, because stuff comes back in style, or you kind of reorient yourself with a style that you used to enjoy. So, anyway, I kind of wanted to make a go of that too and make something similar. Let's see, let me get my little embellishment here. So, this particular Santa stamp, he is from, I don't have the packaging. I got this a while back. But this is a Tim Holtz stamp. And you can see there's a few little postage stamp images along with this set, which is, you'll see here, I use the Age Mahogany Distress ink on the craft paper. And that's what gives you this kind of coloring here. And then I've got some script and such that you can kind of see a little bit in the background, very lightly. And some more postal stamp type images over here I think you can see. I'm not sure. But it's kind of meant to be kind of like a background element. And then I roughed up the edges. I have a Tim Holtz tool as well. I'll show you really quick. I think I've shown y'all before, but I can't remember. It's this guy here. And what you do is you put your little paper in the edges like so, and you just kind of rough it up. And what that does is gives you that kind of more rough, homespun kind of feel to it, you know. So that's what gives you that edging there. So it's super simple. All I did was stamp him out in, this is one of my new favorite colors that I've been using lately. And it just looks beautiful on that craft paper. And it's Memento Rich Cocoa. And that's what he stamped out in, is that. And then I used some walnut stain distress and vintage photo distress ink kind of around the edges and for some of the stamping that I did in the background. And again, that Age Mahogany. I'm really loving that Age Mahogany look against the craft paper. Now if you look on the inside, I kind of did some little, these are little stars and speckles. That's also from this Tim Holtz pack, this little stamp pack here. That's these guys here. And I kind of just went all over and did that. This is a die cut from Impression Obsession, and I think this is one of Miss Anna White's die cuts, and I have it here somewhere. This guy. I love this. This is called Crazy Stitched Set, and I use this so often. Miss Jillian Norwood, I saw her use it on a lot of things as well, and I thought, well, that's a set that you just need. You just have to have this. So anyway, that is from this piece here. That's what this is, the Season's Greetings. And I think I got this from another Tim Holtz stamp set for the sentiment itself. And I kind of went around and did more of that background with some postage stamp. This is actually from another Tim Holtz stamp pack. And same with these little words here. Did I grab those? I don't think I grabbed those. Hold on a second. Here they are. Hold on a second. Well, one of them, anyway. So the words that you see in the background here, see the little North Pole and the little, just the background script there, that's from this particular stamp set. And this is called Jolly Santa, CMS 442. And I love this a lot, but that's this guy right here. He's great for like a background. And I think I used this one as well for some background. So yeah, you'll see a few things from his line. So that's this particular card. Now, I came through with like one of these little safety pin things. Here, I forget what you call them. A loop pin, a loop safety pin. And this candy cane, sorry, I think I'm out of frame there. See this little candy cane? I went to Hobby Lobby recently and got a few things. And this particular pack is what I got. One of the things that I got with all these charms. There's all kind of stuff in here. I don't know if you can really tell because it's all bunched up in the bag, but snowmen and Christmas trees and bells, and looks like there's a snowflake in there. But it's called Christmas by Bead Treasures. Anyway, they're all silver, which works for a lot of things. But I wanted a different color, so what I did was I took this guy, put it in like one of my little, got like little mixing bowls, little plastic bowls, or Tupperware, or things that I've saved from food items that I've washed and I use as little trinket holders. And what I did was I came in and I used my alcohol ink, cranberry color is what this is called, cranberry. Put a few drops inside that bowl and just kind of swished it around and kind of covered my candy cane. So instead of silver, it's got this nice, beautiful, and it adheres to the alcohol ink, it adheres to the metal, because these are little metal embellishments. And it colored it that color. And I kind of did the same. I had this Jingle Bell already in my stash. He's a golden one, but I kind of put a few drops of that cranberry alcohol ink on him too. And then this is some twine. Miss Anna White on her video, she uses this often. And I've looked for it everywhere. And finally, I think I caught what she was saying, because you know how sometimes you're just watching and having stuff go in the background. But I caught what she said, and you find this at Walmart in the beading aisle on those bottom shelves. So I finally found some. Anyway, I love it too. So that's what that is. And that's what this card is right here. I love him. I love that old vintage style. Also, I don't know if you see right here, see this little set of numbers here? I think that's cool. I got that from this pack, again, from watching Miss Anna White's recent videos. She showed some of these. I didn't know they even had, I hadn't seen these before, from Creative Expressions. And this one's called Dates from the Past, Part 2. I want to get Part 1 too, as well, or Part 1 as well. But yeah, look at all these neat things. This was the number I used. And it just adds such a neat vintage look, you know, these types of things when you've got your center image and you've got these little background pieces that just make it look old and vintage. And I just love that look. I also kind of follow her advice on using, where is it? This tracing wheel. That's just ingenious as far as I'm concerned. And coming through, I don't know if you can see how I kind of trace through, you come through, roll that through, and it just gives you that interesting texture. And I come around the edges. I just love that look. And so the final thing I did was, I don't know if you can see it. I wonder if my light's in it. There you go. I splattered it with some gold watercolor paint there. You can see it comes some splatters and stuff. So, okay, I think he's my favorite. So, you can't hardly tell. I whipped out some things that I had left from my stash. See, I was trying to get some of these little postal lines. So I kind of came through and just stamped some of these bits of this stamp on here. But this has been in my stash forever, and it also just made me kind of go through my stash and go, gosh, there's so many things I haven't used in so long. So I whipped out a few old stamps and started playing with them. And I just think that's cool too, to kind of remember what you have and use them in a new way. So that is that card. And then I made one of these. I want to make a few more because I'm going to give everybody one for a Christmas gift, you know, a little ornament kind of thing. This is the back. It's kind of just that same paper that I used to make the hat. Again, this is from Impression Obsession, and it is called Santa Moon, and it's also an Anna White design. She designs, I think, for Whippersnapper and Impression Obsession. But this is one of the die cuts from Impression Obsession. And here he is, and he's super easy to put together. You know, I've gotten a few die cut sets. Sometimes there's a lot to them. And sometimes it can be a little overwhelming. And I love these because they're just a little easier to kind of put together. I guess user-friendly is what you'd say. They're just easier, you know, so I enjoy that. Now, these papers, again, I went to Hobby Lobby. I got a few things. I don't know if you can tell. Let me kind of do it. Yeah, these are pearlized. I got this at Hobby Lobby as well. And these are they're pearlized papers. And I just love, look at that. Can you see that? I think you can. And just, I love these colors too. They're more than neutrals and kind of darker kind of colors. Oh gosh, look at that blue. But yeah, that's this pack. And this is their, I think, Hobby Lobby's brand, the Paper Studio. So these are pearlized papers. And I use that. And I also, for the little holly, the holly leaves and the berries, I also used another die set from Impression Obsessions, and it's called Winter Foliage. So I use these little leaves here. I think this one and this one, or whatever. There are several in there. And some of the berries, and that's how I got this guy. And I had this in my stash. There's a whole bunch of these. I got them from the Dollar Tree or somewhere. Michael's. It's like a pack of fluff balls. I get this most random stuff. I mean, you know how we are with crafters. My husband's like, what are you getting? And I'm like, I'm telling you, you'll see. I'll use it and it'll be really cute. But yeah, that's him. I'm going to make a whole bunch of these. And I didn't do any coloring. This was just an almond color cardstock. The only coloring I did was I came through right here and made a cheek. With this color of a Copic marker. This is R20. It's called Blush. And I just kind of made a circle and made that cheek right there. And on the back here, when you cut this out in your die cut, it's just an open hole. And all I did was put a little piece of black paper right behind it. So that way you get your little eyeball. I love these. I got this last year, and I hadn't gotten to making any of them, so this year I am focusing on just pulling out things I've accumulated and using them and playing with them. So that's that guy. I'll set you aside. Again, let's see, where are we at here? So I also, like I said, went to Hobby Lobby. They've got all kind of fun stuff going on. I worked an extra shift. One of our nurses called in sick, so I worked an extra shift, and my boss was kind of scrambling, so I filled in, and she goes, I appreciate it so much, I'm going to get you a gift card. I'm like, oh, well, just so you know, I like Hobby Lobby. It's just throwing that out there. And she did. She gave me a gift card. So I was like, well, this works out great. So that's where I got my little haul from. I was like, okay, let's hit it up. We don't have a Hobby Lobby in Roseburg. So my daughter and granddaughter, they live in Eugene. So when I went to go visit them, we just made a little trip and got a few things. So of course, any excuse to go in there, is just how it is with us. This is a paper pack I picked up too while I was there. And it is stinking precious. Oh my gosh. I mean, seriously, I'm trying to think of how to show y'all this here. I mean, so many cute papers. Just tons and tons of things and ideas that you can do with this stuff. Look at the peppermints. Anyway, but that's where this next project I'm getting ready to show y'all that's where I got the papers from, was this pack. So, too fun, right? Sorry, I'm not a very good flipper here. God, look at the gingerbread. Oh, my Lord. I know Miss Jillian Norwood would probably flip out on this one. Yeah, they've got some precious stuff. So anyway, that's that paper pack. And let's see, I'll show you here what I got going. It's this. This is my card. And I went ahead and got myself a couple things. I went and got the mitten that has stuff in it and the stocking from Creative Expressions by Miss Sam Poole, who designed, and I love all her stuff. I just want to get all the little stamps that she's designed because I love them so much. So this is one of hers, and here is where I use some of those papers from that paper pack. And oh, I forgot to get this out for y'all to see. Now this is from Snapdragons. Hold on a second. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Create My Creative Time. Y'all probably already have seen these, but I want to show it. So this is pretty scallop rectangle frame. Miss Jillian Norwood uses them a lot. And so that's where I was like, okay, that's another staple. It's another staple. So this is that card. And as you can see, I kind of did the layering of the papers here. Now looky here. So check out my heart here and the heart here. I see that glossy dimension there. I have the glossy accents, but it's kind of old. Stop that, kitty cat. Oh, I've got my cat attacking my leg right now. Well, it's kind of old and it's not coming out of the bottle. I whipped this out, and this is something I've had in my stash for years. And I just went to cleaning and organizing, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've got a whole bunch of this stuff. Why don't I just use it? So I pulled it back out. I got this at Michael's, and it's Dimensional Magic, it says. And this is the one I used on the card. They also have one in a sepia color. So kind of like a more vintage look as opposed to the clear. So I'm kind of excited about that too. I want to use it on some projects. So yeah, check that out. That's just another cool product. But yeah, look at that dimension. I don't know if you can really tell. But yeah, that is another fun way to make some of your things pop. Now I paper piece this as well. Again, as you can see, I kind of used these two papers and just kind of did a mix and match of all of it. I came through and I colored the bow. I cut it out and I colored it with one of my Copic markers. And this is the inside. Again, that is that die cut from Impression Obsessions, the Crazy Stitch set, this guy. So you got this on the inside, and I just love this. It's so cute. So anyway, that's that card. And then I think I'm just down to one more thing for y'all. Here is another card. So, let's move this out of the way here. This is a beautiful stamp set from Gina K Designs. This is Poinsettia. And I just kind of did some inking and watercoloring, a little combo there. And as you can see, I sprinkled it with some of that gold watercolor paint. I did some scripty texting in the background. I've got these scallop circle dies and circle dies in my stash. I don't know exactly where I got them from, but the paper, this paper here, oh, I love this paper, is from Impression Obsession, and that's this particular paper pack. And it's just got all kind of beautiful stuff. As you can see, I just used the heck out of it. I should have got me 2 of these because I just can't get enough of them. They're just too beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Love all these kind of colors and stuff. And the plaids and the buffalo check, all that. So that's where that paper is from. And then I wound up getting myself this paper pack as well, Beautiful Basics. I forget the name of this guy. Does she have it on it? Beautiful Basics, MCT P23. So anyway, that's this paper pack. The paper in the background here, the little snowflake pattern, is that one right there. This is gorgeous as well. So this stamp set, this is from Miss Gina K. Beautiful stamps that she has. It's called Precious Poinsettia. And there's different things you can do, like you can stamp this image and then you'll come through and fill in your leaves and your flowers with different inking. And so of course you need like a stamping tool, and you come back on, you keep layering color on your images. So that's the stamp set that I use, and it also comes with a die cut so you can cut this out. It's called Precious Poinsettia by Gina K Designs. And there is that. I love that one too. So pretty. A little bit of twine down here at the bottom of the stem. And this is the inside of it. Kind of did some scriptiness in the background. I carried through some of those same papers. Again, that's that Crazy Stitch die that I used. Used a bunch of vintage ink and sprayed it down, made it look all distressed. And this stamp, y'all probably see me use this so much. This is from a Tim Holtz stamp pack. And I, again, used the that memento. I'm loving the way this rich cocoa color looks against this craft. It's not really black. It's not really brown. It's kind of like a dark walnut. But yeah, that's this card. So that is it for now. I'm working on some other things and some other ideas, and thank you so much for joining me, and I hope y'all have a good day. Okay, bye-bye.